The story of Michelle Young, born on February 17, 1977 in Sayville, New York, is one of ambition and determination. From a young age, she set high goals for herself, excelling academically and even captaining the cheerleading team. Her path led her to NC State University in Raleigh, North Carolina, where she pursued a career in tax law. She was focused and driven, but what if the man who promised till death do us part was the reason for her death? Hi there, we're Unsolved Cases, and we cover unsolved crime stories from all around the world. If you like this type of content, then consider subscribing to our channel as we bring never-seen crime stories to you, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified whenever we upload a new episode. Her life began anew when, on her 24th birthday in February 2001, she met Jason, a man a few years older who had also attended NC State University. Their connection was immediate, and they soon started dating. Jason worked as a sales agent for a power tools company and lived in another city. In August 2003, Michelle gave birth to their daughter, Cassidy, and the family moved into a spacious house in a prestigious neighborhood. During this time, Michelle's sister, Meredith, moved to Raleigh and played an active role in helping care for Cassidy. Tragedy struck the family when, during a trip to visit Jason's parents in Brevard, North Carolina, Michelle and Jason were involved in a devastating accident, resulting in the loss of their unborn child. Despite this heartbreak, Michelle became pregnant again just 2 months later, filled with hope for the future and the arrival of a baby boy. On November 2, 2006, Jason, Michelle Young's husband, left for Clintwood, a town about 490 kilometers away, for a work-related trip. He frequently traveled for business meetings and negotiations. That day, Michelle spent time with a friend, Shelley, who visited her until the evening. After Shelley left, the next morning Jason called Michelle's sister, Meredith, with a special request. Jason had ordered designer women's bags online as a surprise gift for Michelle's upcoming 3rd anniversary. Before leaving for his business trip, he realized he'd left pages with these bags' details on the table in his home office. Fearing Michelle would discover the surprise, he asked Meredith to go to their house, retrieve the pages, and keep the surprise intact. In the kitchen, she found Michelle's purse lying on the floor. Concerned, she called out to her sister, but there was no response. Instead, she heard the dog barking, which was out of the ordinary. Normally, when Jason and Michelle left the house, they let the dog into the backyard. Meredith decided to check upstairs, and as she climbed, she discovered a red stain on the bedroom floor. Approaching it, she realized with horror that it was a bloodstain, and next to it lay her sister Michelle, face down. When she attempted to turn Michelle over, she realized her sister's body was cold. Panicking, she immediately dialed 911. During this time, Cassidy, the 2-year-old daughter of Michelle and Jason, emerged from under the bed next to where her mother's body lay. She ran to her aunt Meredith. After assessing Cassidy and finding no visible injuries, Meredith called the police and took the child outside to wait for their arrival. The police discovered small bloodstains throughout the room, likely caused by Cassidy's footprints. Upon examining Jason's home office computer, the police found an alarming browsing history. In addition to pages related to the women's handbag store and directions to Clintwood, they discovered search queries concerning topics like the anatomy of a knockout and loss of consciousness from head trauma. Medical experts concluded that Michelle had died from a head injury inflicted by a heavy object, having sustained over 30 blows. Tragically, she was 5 months pregnant and her unborn child did not survive the attack. The exact time of her death remained undetermined, but it was believed to have occurred around 5 or 6 in the morning. The investigation into Michelle's brutal murder initially pointed toward her husband, Jason, given their troubled marriage. However, he had an alibi. He was in another city during the murder, and nevertheless, peculiar details emerged. Despite these leads, investigators could never find concrete evidence tying Jason to the crime. The investigation into Michelle's murder took unexpected turns. While Jason Young, her husband, had an alibi for the murder, detectives uncovered intriguing details. They found out Jason had been involved with another woman in Florida whom he visited during supposed business trips. Despite multiple calls between them the day before the murder, the police lacked concrete evidence linking Jason to the crime. Eventually, in 2009, 3 years later after the murder, he was charged with murder due to circumstantial evidence. During the trial, Jason's multiple affairs came to light, further fueling suspicion. Witness testimonies included sightings of Jason near Michelle's house on the night of the murder. The trial ended in a hung jury. Meanwhile, Michelle's relatives filed a civil lawsuit against Jason, ultimately winning it. In a retrial, additional evidence emerged, strengthening the case against Jason. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without parole. The case remains a topic of debate, with no physical evidence directly linking Jason to the murder. However, circumstantial evidence suggests his involvement, making it a perplexing and contentious case.